When I found out that Senator Blunt had voted against my president on the wall, I was furious.
This morning on Daybreak, the decision to not invite a United States senator to a local GOP event is causing some issue in the local Republican community.
There's an awful lot out there that can help a person stay independent through their lifespan.
And our Hannah Zettel has a story on how Missouri's pledge to be a technology-first state for people with disabilities is met with both support and skepticism.
Plus, as the April elections near, some opposition to Springfield Public Schools' bond proposal. We'll have the stories on that and more this morning on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It is Wednesday, March 20th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Moreno, and should we say it? Spring in the air?
Yes, finally. Yeah, yesterday I was so happy to keep saying last full day of winter, and we have a little ways to go today. Meteorologist Elisa Rappa has it down to the minute, maybe even the second, I don't know, but we're just excited it's coming today.
4:58 p.m.
People want to know, is it right when the clock turns? Someone did ask me that.
What? When it's 4:58 p.m.
I don't know if it was 4:58 and 12 seconds or something.
Oh, I don't know. There's probably seconds, but yeah, no, 4:58 p.m. That's when we'll start to tilt towards the sun in the northern hemisphere, which, fun fact, we're starting spring today. The southern hemisphere starts fall, and
Right.
they head towards winter, and we head towards spring.
That's right. Because I know a lot of friends that went to Australia or something when it's freezing up here, and they enjoyed it. It's
Vice
not bad.
versa.
It's not bad walking out the door, even if you're leaving right now, maybe taking the dog out early this morning, right?
Yeah, we've got temperatures warm, but we have clouds and some spotty showers out there as a cold front's coming through. Temperatures are near 50 degrees out there this morning. It's 51 in Springfield with thick clouds and south and southwest winds sustained at 11 miles per hour. You can see we've got a batch of some spotty showers moving through this morning with that cloud cover. The rain is very light. We're seeing a batch of some light rain around Joplin, Neosho, and Anderson. A couple of sprinkles around Springfield, and then another batch of showers over to the east from Houston and Mountain Grove. Again, the rain is very spotty, very light, not expecting a ton in the way of rain accumulations today. Temperatures are in the upper 40s and lower 50s right now, and they kind of stay this way through the day. I'm not expecting temperatures to really warm up all that much today. We'll have showers through at least dismissal. That evening commute looks like it will be dry. We'll just have some clouds lingering. Again, steady temperatures today at 51 degrees. We're tracking the spotty showers today for that first day of spring. Beautiful Thursday and Friday, and then some weekend rain chances. Details on that in 10 minutes.
All right, Elisa, thanks. Here's what's making news now. The decision to not invite a Missouri senator to a GOP event is splitting a local Republican group. The Christian County Republican Central Committee has disinvited Senator Roy Blunt to the group's Lincoln Day celebration next month after Blunt voted to block President Trump's use of emergency powers to build a border wall. Cullerton attended the meeting last night and found out not everyone agrees with that decision. Event chair Wanda Martin spoke to a group of people explaining she was so disappointed with Senator Blunt's vote, she didn't want to see him at the event. However, other committee members say they wish they could have a say in the matter.
I felt like our president needed backing of all times. He needs backing on that wall.
Personally, I feel like I don't agree with Senator Blunt, but he's perfectly within his rights to, and especially considering his explanation, which his explanation was, if we open this door, it'll be available forever. It will set a precedent. And I can see how he would consider that important.
Now, Senator Blunt has yet to comment on this decision because he's currently on an overseas trip visiting troops. We'll continue to follow any changes the group makes for Lincoln Day, which is scheduled for April 6th in Ozark, Missouri.
And this story has caused a bit of a stir on our Color 10 Facebook page.
Viewers are weighing in on the decision, some agreeing with the group, others backing Blunt.
That's right. Doug commented saying, "Doesn't matter, he still lost my vote."
Jenny chimes in, not all of Blunt's constituents want a wall, you know.
And then Ed also replied saying, "Roy must be replaced if he does not support our president."
And Cindy says, "I'm proud of Senator Blunt."
Of course, this is still gaining traction here. More than 12,000 people have commented or engaged in this with us, so we want to know your opinions.
Yep, just log in and you can share them right on our Facebook page.
And despite all of that, there's currently no changes to the Lincoln Days event in Greene County. Yesterday, we told you about this going on at the Oasis Convention Center. That will happen on Saturday. It will feature every top Missouri leader, and we included Senator Blunt in there.
And we should also mention Democrat Days of the Ozarks. That will be Friday and Saturday at various locations in the Ozarks, including Hickory Hills Country Club, featuring Springfield Representative Crystal Quaid.
We move on now to some education coverage. Hearing opposition to Prop S on the April ballot in Greene County.
Springfield Public Schools is proposing a $168 million bond. You probably know that by now, to rebuild and add extra security in local schools. Well, a small group of people protested the plan yesterday outside the SPS board meeting. Carl Hurd says the new schools will be built as flex classrooms. He used Fremont Elementary's poor test scores as an example for open classes. He says he doesn't support Prop S for several reasons and even wants SPS's top leadership off the board.
And we're saying that Dr. Jungmann, it's time for him to go. We need a new superintendent. Then there's a problem. It's just adding one more tax on top of the half-cent jail tax, the quarter-cent infrastructure tax that's going to be voted on. And of course, the assessor is going to send out a reassessment a few days after the election, and I'm thinking that everybody's property tax will go up again based on that.
Hurd and others are also claiming that school computers are not secure enough, which could lead to personal information being hacked. However, the district has found no evidence of that information on school devices.
We will be reaching out to Springfield Public Schools today for a response to some of these claims against Prop S. Following up on a story we brought you yesterday, technology, of course, always evolving and can help people with disabilities more than ever now.
And that was the focus of yesterday's Tech Fest. Hannah Zettel attended that. She's back here this morning with us. Hannah.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. Tech Fest featured life-changing gadgets such as hearing devices, assistive telephones, vertical wheelchairs, and services for assisted living. Missouri is known for its efforts to empower the elderly and disabled to live independent lives with the help of this technology. But not everyone is sold on that idea.
You literally, every 5 years, can see the whole industry just double and triple itself.
The exponential growth of technology has created more than smartphones and apps.
The people in need of technology many times are not aware of it.
It has improved life for the disabled.
Improve people's lives, that we have to get the word out to the community. It is affordable. It is available. It can add to your independence.
The Department of Mental Health hosted Tech Fest Tuesday, introducing life-changing services to the individuals who need it most. Wayne Crawford is director of Missouri Inclusive Housing and believes events like Tech Fest bring technology for the purpose of independence to the forefront.
An individual should look at technology to keep themselves independent so they don't have to rely on staff for their 24-hour-a-day supports and services.
Although Missouri claims to call itself a technology-first state, not everyone believes that approach to care is feasible.
I'm here to kind of weigh the options.
Erica Wilson works for Sharon Care, a provider for those with disabilities.
I know that Missouri is kind of pushing the remote care right now, and we want to figure out whether or not it's truly going to benefit our individuals.
While complete independence may not be possible for everyone, advancements in online record keeping has made patient tracking a limitless database.
It makes it a lot easier to monitor the care of our individuals, to find out, okay, staff are saying that, their blood pressure's been off. I can go back very easily and look at the last week, month, 3 months worth of blood pressure readings, see if there's a trend.
Crawford told me that he believed disabled people could live independently using technology when he worked with a veteran who lost 3 limbs but was able to live entirely on his own. Back to you.
All right, Hannah, thank you very much. We need to put crime in focus this morning. A man connected to the case of the 3 missing women in Springfield was arrested in Tennessee for allegedly trying to kidnap a teen from a nail salon. 54-year-old Bart Streeter was arrested in late February. He's the son of Cheryl Levitt and the brother of Susie Streeter. Those two and Stacy McCall went missing back on June 7th of 1992. Authorities say Bart Streeter may have been drunk when he claimed to be picking up his 15-year-old granddaughter at a nail salon. The girl said she did not know Streeter.
And of course, we have a whole series on the 3 missing women. You can find that on our website.
Right.
Still ahead for you this morning, Monsanto is in trouble again in court for the use of its product Roundup.
And yet another thing Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates have in common, it probably has to do with money.
I would think so.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.